Okay, if you went into this movie thinking that it's going to be a rehash of the Book of Life, stop right there. This movie is much different from the Book of Life, and in fact, it's even better than the Book of Life. Coco, directed by Adrian Molina and Lee Unruh. This movie stars Anthony Gonzalez, Benjamin Bratt, Gail Garcia Bernal, Edward James Olmos, Cheech Marin, John Ratzenberger, and a bunch of other actors. This is the new Pixar film that stars Anthony Gonzalez as Miguel. He's a boy that lives in Mexico and wishes to become a singer. He has this idol named Ernesto de la Cruz, who's voiced by Benjamin Bratt in the film. Miguel really wants to be a singer like this character, to the point that he is defying his family. His family wants him to go and make shoes. This is very much like the story of Footloose, where Kevin Bacon's character wanted to dance, but the area that he was living in was against dancing, and he decided to have a dance anyway. And that's what this movie is similar to, with in that retrospect. You have a family that is against music and wants their child to make shoes, but he doesn't want to do that. He wants to sing, and his family feels that that path is cursed. So he wants to enter a talent show, and in order to enter the talent show, he needs an instrument, so he decides to steal Ernesto's guitar, and when he steals that guitar, he ends up in the land of the dead, where he meets all of his family members that have died, and he meets Ernesto's ghost as well. And while Miguel is in the land of the dead, he meets up with this man named Hector, played by Gail Garcia Bernal. And Hector becomes a good friend to Miguel and helps him find his mentor's ghost, Ernesto de la Cruz, because Miguel wants to get Ernesto's blessing in order to go back to the land of the living, since Ernesto is his mentor and everything. And we find out that there's something more beyond with Hector's character. And Hector is a really great character. He becomes like a comic relief of the movie. There's this joke when you see him, his bones keep on breaking apart, and that was done very well in the film. And that's pretty much our movie. Now, I really wanted to see this movie because the movie looked really good in the trailers, and I'm half Mexican, so learning a bit more about Mexican culture and about the Day of the Dead is really cool. And I have to say, I love this movie. This is an excellent movie. This is really good and very different from The Book of Life. The Book of Life was a very good movie, but this movie is very different from it, and what makes it better is not only the animation and the story, but the fact that there's more Mexican voice actors than there was in The Book of Life. There were more white voice actors in The Book of Life playing main characters, and in this movie, the only white actors that are doing voices in this movie are doing small characters, really, and the Mexican actors are playing the main characters, which is much better and feels more like a movie about the Mexican culture versus The Book of Life, which is awesome. And even though I do like The Book of Life, I like this movie even more. The animation, of course, is great, and the music in this movie is done very well, to the point that I definitely want to buy the soundtrack when I get the chance. And this was just a really, really good movie. I definitely think people should check this movie out. So I'm going to give this movie an A+. Yeah, it's that good. I think it's definitely one of my favorite movies of the year. So definitely check out Coco.